Hi there, I'm ShaoDow, and this is the recap of my UK tour on ACM TV. In August, I did a 9-date UK tour called the Enter the Shao Dojo tour. It was largely arranged by myself. I had some support acts, two of which were ACM alumni, which was really cool. I worked alongside the MVT, the Music Venue Trust, and the tour was sponsored by the National Lottery. It was part of the Revive Live campaign. The idea was to start bringing live music back into grassroots music venues around the UK, start bringing the audience back into the room and start reviving live music. Does what it says on the tin, really. So I had literally about a week to 2 weeks to book all of the venues, arrange everything, book the hotels, route the tour, etc. Luckily, because I've done so many tours in the past, I was able to pull it all together quickly, but that's not to say it wasn't stressful. Normally I like a lot more time to actually put on a tour, but the Revive Live campaign was happening in August, so I was asked to be a part of it end of July. So I didn't have a lot of time to do it, but I'm really proud of what we achieved. I'm really glad that we did it. It was a great tour. It was fantastic to get back out there, meet the people, perform after like 18 months, something like that. And you know, I would always recommend, if you love performing live, touring has to be a consideration at some point. It's the greatest opportunity to meet your fans in real life, to be able to show them what you do live on the stage, to interpret your music in a different way, to look them in the eye and turn them from casual listeners into real lifelong fans. I think that's what live music does for you. So yeah, really, if you want to be touring, start seriously thinking about it and start putting your plans into place, because as stressful as it is, it's still so much fun and it's 100% worth it. I had a few favourite shows on the tour. I think one of my favourite shows on the tour was definitely the London show, which I believe is playing behind us. Yes, it is. The London show was amazing for so many reasons, predominantly because it was sold out and it was just incredible. I think once you get a certain amount of people in the room, it transforms the show into something completely different. And when the room is pretty much full, it's just such an experience, not just for the audience, but for you as the entertainer, as the performer. And it's kind of a feedback loop in terms of energy. You know, the crowd are giving you energy, you're giving the crowd energy, that results in the crowd getting more hyped, so that gets you more hyped, and so on and so forth, and it just goes and goes. And when you're performing and you see people singing along to the chorus, even people singing along to the verses, yeah, that's something special. So yeah, the London show for me was incredible. I really, really enjoyed it. There were people queuing up outside the venue before the show, which again, I'm still not used to, and it's wonderful to see the effect that my music has on people, that they want to come out, they want to leave their house and just come and see some live music, especially after the year and a half that we've had. I think my favourite song to perform would probably, well, that's a good question. Favourite song to perform? I'm enjoying Kersey actually at the moment. That's my new single. I'm enjoying performing that one. But if I had to say my absolute favourite song, I think it's probably a Inosuke rhythm, just because of how hype it is. I pull out the boar head and run around with that on stage. The crowd are going nuts. The only thing I don't like about it is it's the last song in the set, and my voice is normally destroyed by that point. So getting myself through a Inosuke rhythm when I've got barely any voice is a war of attrition, I'll tell you that. But yeah, as a song, it's so hype. The crowd go crazy, and yeah, I really love it. So yeah, I'd say Inosuke Rhythm's my favourite song to perform. So what's next for me? More shows. I'm going to be performing in Wales next week, although by the time you see this, I probably would have already done it. I'm going to be performing at Comic-Con in Birmingham. I'm going to be performing in Norwich next year. Just more shows, probably another tour, ideally a tour out in the US, because I've got a lot of fans out there. More music. I'm working on some new releases at the moment. I'm going to be writing some new stuff and taking some travel time to work on some new music. I'll be working on the next volume of my manga series, And part 2 of the Shaggy Ball Z versus One Jump Man series is coming out as well. So yeah, just lots of stuff. Animated projects, real life projects, manga projects, and of course me doing ninja stuff, but I can't tell you about that.